Hi, I'm Amy Yildizna and welcome to Rebirth Pilates. This is day 31 of our March Matness challenge. Today we're going to do a flow that kind of integrates all that we've learned so far, hopefully giving you a good workout, but also a way to celebrate how far you've come in your practice. I want you to take a moment now and think about how you felt on day 1 of this challenge. It doesn't matter if you've only done 5 of them or only done 2 of the videos. I want you to really feel a difference, especially if you did all 31 days. It doesn't matter when you did them or how long it took you to get through them. But think about the first video and to today and see how much different your mobility feels, if the moves feel easier, if you can find your breath and use it to move yourself better. I want you to take a moment and celebrate yourself for having done any movement at all, because it's so important to move. And you should really be proud of yourself for taking the time to care for your body, because it's the only one we get. So let's get started. We're going to start at the top of our mats. So come on up to the top of your mat. Feet are going to be in parallel to start today. We're going to start with our feet moving. We've done a lot of this through this challenge, so I want you to stand for a moment, grow tall out of your foot, feel your full footprint into the mat. From here, lift your toes and spread them out and try to put them down little toe to big toe. Maybe you're still finding this challenging, that's okay. We're going to do some videos later next month that talks a little bit more about feet and ways to get more mobility in our feet. We'll do some seated feet exercises, so if this is still challenging for you, look out for those videos. We're going to reverse that, so lift them up, spread them out, and try to put them down big toe to little toe. This is my challenge. I'm still working on this one. Big toe to little toe. One more time. Spread them out. Big toe to little toe. Good. Lift them up, spread them out, and just tap your big toe down about 5 times. If you find your hands moving, that's normal. Now keep your big toe up and see if you can tap down all your little toes. Good. Now put all your toes down and just lift and tap your big toe. Keep your big toe down and see if you can lift and tap all your little toes 5 times. Lift them up, spread them all out, and put them down. Try to feel all of your toes and the ball of your foot, your heel. Shift your weight forward and back a few times and side to side a few times, just to activate your feet. Come to stand in center, lift your heels and bounce your heels on the ground a few times just to activate your heels, and then pause and lift your heels up off the ground and hold them there for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower them down. 2 more times. You're going to lift and hold. You can go high, or you can just barely hover them off the ground, or you can even just imagine they're hovering. It's you doing your practice. You make your choice. And you can always change your mind. 1 more time for a count of 5. And lower down. Good. Take an inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Big inhale. Stretch tall, grow tall, dive up and over your feet. So as you dive down, try not to shift your weight too far back. Try not to grip the ground with your toes. Soften your knees if you need to. Let your head be heavy. Take an inhale at the bottom. And exhale, draw the abs in, push into the full footprint, and restack the spine. Lift up, grow tall. You can keep going like that, or you can try a single leg roll down. Lift 1 foot up off the ground and round yourself over your foot. Challenging your stability and your balance. If you can touch the ground, great. If you can't, that's also okay. Some days are better than others. Switch feet. Stand into both your feet for a moment. Then bring your other foot up. Arms go up. And you dive up and over that leg. And they're different. And that's okay. Arms up. Bring it down. Stand into both your feet for a moment. Now that you're activated, you're going to come down to the mat however you're coming down. Since it's the last day, I'm going for my squat. Bring my feet into my Pilates V. I'm going to come all the way down to my heels. Try to get as deep into my squat as I can. And then I'm going to sit myself down and move myself back. I think that's better than my day one, so I have something to be proud of. I'm going to use my hands behind my knees to sit myself tall. Grow really tall here. Take an inhale. On an exhale, we're doing our half roll back. We round our back, stretch into that C curve. Keep that shape, pull it forward, sit tall, inhale. 2 more, we round on the exhale. Hold on the inhale. Come forward on the exhale. Sit tall. Last one. Release the legs, reach the arms forward, and go ahead and roll all the way back down. Center yourself on your mat. Feet in line with your sits bones. Hands reach down by your sides. Actively push your arms into the mat for a moment. And then see, by actively pushing your triceps down, can you make your ribs heavy? On the next exhale, can you tuck your tail and drop your back down to the mat? Stretch out that low back. Inhale, bring the pelvis down. You can go into a little bit of an arch if you'd like. Try to keep those triceps down, that upper back still. Make this really about your low back and your pelvis. One more, make sure you're pushing into that full footprint. On this next exhale, go up into your bridge. Peel yourself up and away. Push actively into the arms. Open the front of the pelvis. Inhale here. And coming down. Make sure that you're not tucking your chin to your chest as you go up, that you're trying to keep your head neutral. Find a spot on the ceiling to keep looking at it as you go into your next bridge. So if you're going to keep looking at that spot as you reach your knees out over your feet, try to keep your knees in parallel, inhaling at the top. And exhale, bringing it down. Still so much to think about, right? We're still getting into the minutia of movement. Push into those arms, open the pelvis, inhale. Exhale, last time, bringing it down. Float the arms up, palms up, open out to a T. Legs cup into tabletop, one at a time. Flex your feet, knees stay together as you take them over to the side. Inhale. Exhale to center, a little spine twist. Think about the one you did yesterday. Did the movement yesterday open up your rib cage a little bit more, allow you a little more mobility? Last one to each side. Coming back to center. Arms come up and then bring them down by your sides. Open through the chest, neutral through the pelvis, heavy through the ribs. Flex the feet. Tap one heel to the ground. You can either exchange at the top or you can change in the middle. So as one goes up, the other comes down. That's more challenging. You want to see if you can keep the low back long. One more to each side. And then bring them up into tabletop. Arms go up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and chest up. Grab behind your legs. Try to get that neutral pelvis. We're going to breathe into the back between the shoulder blades. And exhale those abs in deeply. All the air out. Inhale between the shoulder blades. And exhale. You can stay here or you can go into your 100 position. Legs can be wherever you want them to be. So you can get those hamstrings and those glutes involved. Really reach through the feet. Wherever you have your legs. 2 more breaths. Last one. Knees bend in, lower down, pull the knees to your chest. Give yourself a little stretch. Hold behind the right leg, reach the left leg up to the ceiling. Bring that left leg all the way down to the mat. Flex that foot, ground that foot, and then bend and straighten your right leg 3 times. On the third one, leave it straight. Release the leg, bring the arms down by the side. We're going to keep the pelvis down for these circles today, so we just go across a little bit, down and around. So it's like you're going from shoulder across to shoulder. 5 in each direction today. And then reversing. You bring it out a little, down, around, and across. Still working on that pelvic stability. Looking towards the ceiling. Triceps active. And then holding when you get to the 5th one. Reach that leg long, 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 long as you lower it down. Flex the foot when it gets to the ground. Ground that foot. Point your other toes. Lift that leg straight up to the ceiling. Grab behind your knee. And bend and straighten for 3, 2, and 1. Hold it straight, release it, bring the arms back down. Actively press your triceps, get your ribs heavy, and you go across and around. 2 more. Last one. Reverse. Make sure you have that little pause to reset every time. 2 more. Pelvis stable. Hold at the top and then reach that leg really long as you bring it down. Flex both your feet. Reach your arms overhead. Get your ribs down. Find this nice stretch position, feet flexed. You're going to go into your roll-up however you need to. So as you come up, think, can I press my low back down and make my low back longer as I come up? And stretch out over my legs. Big inhale at the top. Point the toes. Reach through the toes as you start to lay yourself down. Remember, we go as slow as we can. Once we're all the way down, we flex the feet again. Inhale to lift. Exhale up. Pelvis pulls back, arms pull forward. Point the toes, lower down. 1 more. Staying up. Take our feet as wide as the mat. Place the hands down. We're going to do our push. We're just going to do 1 to set our pelvis. So you push into the ground, round your back, and lift your legs. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet. Sit tall. Inhale. It's like you're up against a wall, sitting high on your sits bones, feet flexed, knees bent if you need them. You know all of this now. You're going to peel yourself away. Reach forward. Inhale. Exhale. Restack. Inhale at the top. So remember, you keep pulling back with those abs, back with those pelvis, as you reach your head and arms forward to stretch your spine. That's why it's called spine stretch forward. 2 more. Last one. Gonna hold it out there. Lift your arms in line with your ears and then try to straighten your back on a diagonal. And then lift your arms. 5, 4, pulse them up. 3, 2, 1. Go forward over the legs and then restack the spine. Good. Legs come together, still sitting tall. Knees need to be bent. Remember, you can do it. You do what you need to here. Hands go to your shoulders, sit nice and tall. And we rotate. Shh, shh, center. Shh, shh, center. Shh, shh, center. Shh, shh, center. One more to each side. Center, center. Widen the feet. We're going right into saw, and we're going to have a variation. So you're going to rotate towards your wall and then reach out like you're trying to cut off your little toe with your saw. Shh. Back to center, rotate, and then cut off your little toe. Shh. And center. So you continue to pull your pelvis back as you reach your arm forward and your other arm to the ceiling. Try to keep equal weight into both sides of your pelvis. That might be your challenge. Now we're going to change it up a little bit. This time you rotate, you're going to bring your hand behind you. Fingers face away, bend your elbow and stretch up and over. And then come back up, sit tall. Rotate. Hand comes down, you stretch up and over, looking towards that hand on the ground. Again. And up and over. Last one. And up. Good. Bring your legs back together. Bend your knees. Scoot yourself towards your feet. Grab your ankles, come up on your toes. You're going to do your rolling like a ball. And then we'll see about open leg rocker. So we're going to pause here for a moment, find our balance. Tuck our tail, rock back, and come back up. Try to keep the shape the same. You want to challenge yourself. Bring your elbows to your knees, palms face in. Try to keep this shape. One more, however you're doing it. Hold at the top. You're going to grab your ankles. You're going to straighten one leg and bend it. So you're just trying to find your balance as you straighten and bend your legs here. If you need to put your hands down, you need to grab a different place on your leg. You do what works for you. Good, and then you try to do both legs at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Maybe all you do is pause here and hold. Or if you want, you can go into your open leg rocker where you rock yourself back onto your shoulders and bring yourself back up. Try to keep your legs straight the whole time. So you rock back onto the shoulders and then pause at the top. Two more. Whatever you're doing, even if you're just balancing, or if you've gone back to rolling like a ball, all are good things. Good, we're gonna try an inversion. So we haven't done any rolling overs. As you do this, I want you to make sure you're not turning your head left or right, that you're looking straight up to the ceiling. You can go from your open leg rocker into this, or you can go from your rolling like, let's do it from rolling like a ball. So we're gonna be in our rolling like a ball position. As we roll back, we're gonna reach our legs up and over, straighten them out, bend them in, and come back. So it's out and back, out and back. The head does come down. Just make sure you're looking straight up, not left or right. Let's do 2 more. Just so you can get the rhythm. On the last one, see if you can hold it back there. Flex your feet. Lower your feet towards the ground. Try to stretch your legs really straight. And then start to roll your back down, keeping your head and arms down this time, piece by piece. All the way down. Bend your knees and turn onto your side. You use the back of your mat. Arm is straight. You're in alignment with the back of your mat. Hand can be here or on your hip. This will give you a little more stability. You're going to flex your bottom foot, point your top foot. You're going to resist as you lift it up and lower it down. So you're trying to resist the lift and then lower. Resist. You're creating your own resistance and lower. 2 more, and lower. Last one, and lower. Now you're gonna lift, kick it up, and resist as you lower. Kick it up, resist as you lower. Kick it up, resist as you lower. 2 more. Last one. You're gonna keep it at hip height. You're gonna flex your foot, kick forward, point the toes, reach back. So it's a kick, kick, point, reach. One more. Come back to center. We're going to do 3 circles in each direction. So you're going to take the leg far forward, up and around. Try to keep it straight the whole time. Make it a big circle as you can, keeping your pelvis relatively stacked. After the third one, you reverse. You kick it back, turn it out, lift it up, bring it forward. 2 more times. Last one. Good. Bend your knees, feet together, knees together. Maybe like more of a 45 than a 90 degree here. Hips are still stacked, waist is still lifted, and you reach that knee up towards the ground, keeping your pelvis stacked. So you're really squeezing from this top glute to open that leg up. And 5. And then you're gonna keep the knees together, lift the foot up. So you're internally rotated, and then you lift that shape up. And 5. Go back to your external rotation. So you lift the knee up, and then you're gonna kick the leg straight, bend the feet back together, and bring it down. So it's lift, kick, bend, together. 3 more. Lift, kick, bend, together, out, together. Last one. Well done. Take that foot forward. If you can grab the ankle, grab it, straighten out your bottom leg. Point the toe as you lift the leg. So you're lifting your bottom leg, stretching into your top hip. 4, 5. Hold it at the top on 5, and little circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse them for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Straighten out both your legs and flip around to the other side. So again, using your mat to stack yourself up, find the back of the mat, find your stack, bring your feet forward. Again, hand can be here or here on the mat. You're gonna lift your top leg up, and you're going to resist as you lift, and then lower with ease. So you resist the lift and you lower. You resist the lift and you lower. So you're creating your own resistance. Imagining you have like a band with your legs together. Last one. And then you're going to reverse that. You're going to kick it up nice and easy and resist as you lower. Kick it up nice and easy and resist as you lower. Kick it up and resist. Kick it up and resist. Last one. And resist. Leg at hip height. Flex your foot as you kick it forward. Kick, kick. Point as you bring it back. 5 times. Shh, shh. Shh, shh. Shh, shh. Shh, shh. Shh, shh. Bring them back together. You're going to do big circles, 3 in each direction. So you're going to bring it far forward, up, behind, and around. Back and around, back and around, around, and then you'll go the other way. Oop, I might have only done 3 on the other side. Well, we're doing 5. 2, 3, and 5. Good. Bend your knees. Bring your knees to that 45-degree angle. Feet stacked, knees stacked. Waist still lifted. And you're going to just rotate that knee up to the ceiling, keeping your pelvis stacked. 5 times. Then you're going to lift your foot, keep your knees together, and then you're going to lift your knee up in that internal rotation. 5 times. And then you'll go back to the first. You're going to externally rotate, keep your hips stacked, and then kick that leg out. Bring your heels back together and bring your legs back together. So up with the knee, straight with the leg, bend the leg together. 3, 2, last one. Bring that foot forward, bring it to the ground, straighten out your bottom leg. And you're gonna lift and lower your bottom leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up and do 5 circles in each direction. Little circles and then reverse. 2 and 1. Good. Roll onto your stomach. Hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to do your version of swan. So find what works for you here, but check with your pubic bone, hip bones up, pubic bone down, abs in. Reach your legs long, press with your hands and lift into a swan. Only go as high as you feel comfortable. And bring it back down. Again, focusing on that upper back extension first. And then continuing. And down. One more like this. And down. We're going to go, you can keep going with the swan, or you can go into your rocking prep or rocking. For rocking prep, you'll just grab your feet, push with your feet, and come up into your rocking shape. And down. One more hold at the top. You can either keep going with that or you can start to rock. Inhale to lift the chest further. Exhale to rock. Keep pushing with the feet. One more. And lower everything down. Release the feet. Push back to your child's pose. Stretch out your low back. Take a moment here. Curl your toes under, press yourself back onto your feet, and come up to standing. Standing tall. Lift your arms up overhead, round yourself down. You're going to try to walk out to a plank in 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the hips back, walk the hands to your feet. Try to do it in 3. Roll yourself back up. You can keep going with just holding the plank, or we're going to start alternating our leg lifts on this one. So we round ourselves down. We go to our plank. 1, 2, 3. Hold the plank. Point your right toe, lift it off the leg, up. 5, 3, 2, 1. Curl those toes under. Left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes curled back under. Walk yourself back. And round yourself back up. Take a moment. Last time. Arms up. Round up and over your legs. And you walk out for 1, 2, 3. Start with your left leg. Point the toes and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl the toes under. Point the right and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl the toes under. Hips up. Stretch into a downward dog for a moment. Come down to your knees and come into your mermaid. Sitting in your mermaid, sit. You're going to bring your hand to the mat, reach up and over, and then go the other way. Up and over. One more this way and that way. And then we'll switch legs. We switch the legs to the other side. Hand comes down, push with that hand to open the ribs. And go counter stretch. Keep breathing. One more to each side. Find a comfortable place to sit for a moment. Bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your ribs, your diaphragm, and breathe. 2 more breaths. See if you can really make your ribs open. And let all of that go. Shrug your shoulders and let them go. Maybe do some shoulder rolls. And the other way. Settle into center for a moment. Take a deep breath. Come up to standing, however you need to. Take a moment to close your eyes and stand into your full footprint. Think about all the movement you just did. Did it feel different than the first day? Were you able to do things you didn't think you had access to that first day? Were some things still really challenging? Just take a moment to celebrate all the movement you did in the last month. Or whenever you did this, it didn't have to be March, it can be any time. Take an inhale, lift the arms high, grow tall, and then bring the arms down. Wow. Thank you all so much for joining me and for encouraging me to do this challenge and to share it with all of y'all. It has been a joy and a pleasure to think about y'all doing this at home and keeping up with your practice, increasing your mobility and your strength and endurance, maybe learning some new things, maybe refining some movements, exploring different patterns of movement and how holding a breath for a pause can change a movement. So I hope that I get to see you back here in April. I think I'll be doing some chair Pilates classes for people who have a little bit challenge getting onto the mat. And so I really hope that y'all join me for some of those. I'll be doing some wall Pilates coming up where we use the wall like a reformer. So just keep liking and subscribing to keep up with all of my upcoming videos, and check us out on rebirthpilates.com. Again, thank you so much for coming and for finishing all 31 days with me. I appreciate you all so much.